What's up, Pleekers, and welcome back to Pleeka Thrones. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Game of Thrones, Episode 5, Season 7. What's it called?
Eastwatch.
Eastwatch. Not as grand as last week's episode, but still a good one.
No, yeah, still good.
Still good.
I mean, it's
the weakest of this season, but nothing against it. I still thought it was a good episode.
I mean, I know what you're saying, how it's...
But
they can't all be like
last
week.
It's just because after last week, you're like, ooh, I was gonna... Oh, okay, this is kind of just a chill week, okay.
Yeah, and when it still leaves you wanting more, it's a good sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, especially because, like, you watch the next one and you're like, oh, okay, next episode's going to be great because they're fighting White Walkers. It's going to be really cool. Do you think, because we watched a little bit of, what's it called, Talk the Thrones?
Talk the Thrones,
Watched a little bit about that, and they said that they think Jon's going to get some help in the end.
I hope so.
Do you think it's going to be Daenerys end up being on a dragon? Because she seems to kind of like him now. Or do you think it is going to be like the children, the children of the jungle? Who are they?
Forest.
That was close. I was real close for not knowing anything. You got to admit.
Yeah.
I'm going to start the children of the jungle.
If Daenerys just showed up, that seems a lot like last episode to me.
Yeah, maybe she'll be on a different dragon.
Maybe she'd bring one for Jon.
Maybe. That was a cool scene with him petting that dragon.
He takes his glove off. I was like, I'm not petting that motherfucker.
It was pretty cute, though. She's right.
Yeah.
Although,
I don't know.
They do remind me a lot of our dog, Joey.
They don't know who
No
Joey.
one will get any what I mean, but you know what I mean. They just yell, but they're real cute.
Yeah, and we have the most nervous dog in the world, so I don't know how.
Literally, these wires would scare the shit out of him.
But
so
you're comparing him to a dragon.
Yeah, but I mean, if you live to, you get it. So I'll probably just change the subject now because no one's gonna get it. But
all right.
Anybody that knows him would.
So let's talk about what happened. Okay, we didn't find out Jon is a Targaryen again.
We almost did.
Almost did.
They're like, his name is Jon and then moved on.
Well, so yeah, they said that Rhaegar got an annulment and got a secret marriage in Dorne. So he married Lyanna Stark in Dorne.
Which would make him the rightful heir of the throne.
Yeah, which he doesn't want anyways. He probably just give it to her after he...
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be king of the North, and he's that anyways.
Well, that's true.
So...
He might just say,
if he doesn't want something, it ends up happening.
Wow, it's gonna...
Maybe he should not want the White Walkers to all die, and then they're all just be gone, no problem.
Maybe. Maybe you're onto something. And then Jorah came back.
Which is cool. Him and... Who's the guy that was with them when they got... the guy's name's Gendry?
Gendry.
Who's the guy that picked him up?
Sir Davos.
Him and Jorah. Jorah's like Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels. And he's Obi-Wan Kenobi in 4, 5, and 6 in Star Wars.
So what does that make Gendry?
Well, when he picked him up, it kind of reminded me a little... It was a way more badass version, but it reminded me of him going to pick up Luke.
Yeah, I could see that, except, yeah.
Because they both kind of have the Obi-Wan talk, except...
because they've been around. They're old.
He's a little more wiser, like an old Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and Gendry's a little more of a badass than Luke was.
Yeah. That's why I said he picked him up. He's like, that was a funny scene there. He's like, all right, you're going to have to come with. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm packed. Let's go.
Yeah, I expected it to be harder than that.
And I really like that. They're doing a lot cooler scenes, which I did see that they say they're going to do like with like the littler people. Not like imps, but there was an imp in this scene.
Yeah.
But like the smaller men in Game of Thrones, like they talk to those guards and like they talk to the other guards. Like they've done like smaller roles. But like, he's paying off those guys. And there's so many times where you're like, okay, they're just going to kill him. But he pays them off. Oh, and then he gives him food, and then Tyrion comes and you're like, oh, fuck. So then he just brings out his hammer and kills him.
I actually got nervous for Tyrion. Like, I knew that two dumb fucking...
It was funny
Lannister
watching
guards.
it, because they were getting away, and then all of a sudden, Tyrion's walking down, and you go, oh, fuck, no, it's Tyrion.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just watching, and you're like, oh, God, no.
Well, because I don't want Tyrion to get caught.
Yeah, I didn't think
going to see Jaime was a good idea in the first place.
That's what I was nervous about. I thought Jaime might, like, try to capture him or something. But it does seem like... I doubt it's going to go through, like, all the way. But it does seem like Jaime's a little bit, like, up until he talked to Cersei. Like, he was kind of like, oh, okay, like, he kind of wants to be on that side. Like, he's getting it. And then talked to Cersei, and she's like, I'm having a baby. I'm going to tell everybody it's yours. And he's like, okay, no, I'm with you.
Yeah, she's a fucking
And then she's
bitch.
like, don't cross me again.
I hate her.
You think that dragon bitch is bad? You see what I can do to you?
I hate her.
Yeah.
Like, he would be cool if it wasn't for her. I don't know who he'd be banging because he doesn't have another sister.
Just some random girl. He doesn't have to be a sister.
He'd probably have 2 arms too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her. I fucking can't stand her.
I
don't care what happens. I don't care if the White Walkers kill everybody as long as she dies.
So, as of...
I don't care if Jon dies, Daenerys dies, Arya dies.
Jesus.
I don't care if any of them die as long as Cersei dies. No, I don't mean that. But fuck.
So, as of right now, do you think Cersei, Jaime, and all of them will be dead in the end of the show?
Yes.
And then do you think... Who do you think is going to be in the throne by the end of the series?
Sam.
Really?
No, I don't think that. I don't know. I kind of don't even care.
I kind of want it to be Jon just because he's my favorite character, I think.
You know, I thought Jon was my favorite character, and then Arya came back and beat the shit out of Brienne, fucking around with her.
Did you see the second I saw this fight and I knew it was going to happen, someone edited that scene but gave them lightsabers.
Oh.
And Arya has a purple lightsaber. It is probably one of the funniest things I've seen for Game of Thrones. They're just funny. Zzz, zzz, zzz. And then like you see like the up view of Littlefinger and Sansa watching, and like they're like spinning their lightsabers around and all that. It's really funny.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I saw it was trending like number 8 on YouTube this morning.
Well, the cool thing is about liking Jon and Arya 1 and 2 in either order is that they're so close. So like, I don't know. I can't decide between the two of them.
Yeah, I get that.
You know?
It was weird because in the beginning of the show, I could care less really about what Jon Snow was doing. Like, I thought the wall was like... the wall, to me, was some of the most boring parts.
Yeah, I could see that.
And for a while, I just didn't really like him.
See, but
now he's become one of my favorite characters.
In the book, he had his own chapters.
See, but I can see reading that stuff more interesting.
It was way more interesting
than watching it.
Yeah, and he's a little emo in the beginning.
Oh, really?
No, I mean in the show.
Oh.
And he's just like, I don't know. But you gotta like him though now. I mean, shit.
Yeah, it'd be hard to like the show and not like him, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's like he's almost the main character of the show at this point.
If there was a main character.
Yeah.
It seems like the story's almost about him.
At this point, yeah.
Like all the other bullshit's like secondary.
Yeah.
You know, with Cersei and...
So how do you think the whole fight's gonna go down next episode with the White Walkers and all that?
I knew Gendry was in this episode because you told me.
Yeah, because they accidentally leaked it on IMDb.
Right. Is he in any more episodes? Because I don't see him.
I didn't see him in the next one.
He'll be there. He'll walk out with them.
Yeah, but do you think he'll last?
No.
It would be kind of funny because they set him up as like, oh, he's gonna be a badass in this episode, and if he's just like the first one dead.
Well, I don't think. It was kind of cool seeing the.
I thought he'd be a blacksmith for them and start making their
Dragonstone, dragon glass.
Yeah, swords, making all that so they can go fight the White Walkers. So then they go and pick up a fucking blacksmith
to take him to go hit people with hammers.
Yeah, that didn't make much sense to me, but I was like, whatever, they know what they're doing.
Do they?
Well, the writers do.
Oh, okay.
They did that on purpose, I'd hope.
Yeah, to kill him off.
Yeah, probably. They brought him back so then everyone's not like wondering what he's off doing. Which is cool that like even if it is just for these 2 episodes, that they can just bring him back to do those.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Like if I want 2 people to make. I don't think Jorah will probably make it.
Probably not.
But if I want the Hound to make it, and I want Jon to make it because I want him to go back to.
Oh, and fight his brother.
No, I don't care if he fights his brother. I honestly don't care if he fights his brother.
It would be a cool scene though.
I know everybody wants to see that. I just don't care. But no, I want Arya to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
And I want... Because remember back when she said... when she was learning how to tell if people are lying or whatever?
Yeah.
And then they said that she wanted to kill the Hound, and she said yes. And then that girl called her a liar, so she really didn't want to kill the Hound anymore. So she likes him.
Mm-hmm. I kind of forgot that they had their little thing going on for that was fun
cool
on the
just
show.
seeing him with Jon. Yeah, and then but plus Brienne would probably shit her pants too if she saw him again.
That's true. It would be interesting if like it would kind of suck for everybody else, but it'd be interesting if Jon and the Hound were the only people to make it out, and it's just like them holding a White Walker. And they're just bringing it to everybody. Like those 2, it'd be kind of cool to see.
Do you think they'll like cut off its arms and its mouth and then walk with
do
it
that
like
thing in Michonne?
Yeah,
that'd be kind of funny. How do you capture a White Walker?
Carefully.
Well, like you said in the episode, they don't travel randomly. It's
No,
usually with
there's
like a herd of 1,000,000 of them.
Yeah, it's not like there's one little white.
Do you think they'll pick the giant to capture?
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
That
Which giant?
whichever one they can capture.
What about one of those fucking woolly mammoth things?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe getting an animal might be easier.
And then
Are the animal White Walkers dumber than
I don't think
normal
so.
White Walkers?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what goes down.
Yeah, we don't have to wait a week so we watch this whole episode to see. God,
There's only 2 left too. Fuck, that's
Ah.
so annoying. This might be a stupid question, but do you think the Night King is someone important?
Not to us, not to you.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen a lot of people talking about like there's so much theories online.
If
And so
Bran's anybody else but Bran, I'm gonna be annoyed.
Oh, really? I think that'd be cool.
That is annoying.
See,
There'll
but
be like 700 people.
I see. That's one thing I do like about all this stuff going on in Game of Thrones is like you're like, oh, I hate Doctor Who because it's time traveling. So I don't get that. Then they have that in Flash now, so you have to watch it. But now they mixed it in your Game of Thrones, so I just want them to add more of it. 1, because I like it, but 2, just to piss you off. Because
I don't care if they do a flashback or they
no, but I like when he does a flashback, but he's really time traveling and he becomes someone and all that. I like that. But for like my 2 reasons, because it pisses you off and because I like that kind of stuff. That's what kind of got me interested last season. I've been thinking Game of Thrones was kind of boring.
Like if he's the Night King, he's fighting himself. That's retarded.
I mean, it's not the first time that's been done in sci-fi.
That's why I don't like sci-fi.
Game of Thrones is sci-fi, bub. Hate to break it to you.
Well, whatever.
I think that would be a neat thing. I mean, I don't think he's
Please
really.
stop calling me bub.
Sorry, bub. Because he's not really gonna be fighting the night. What's a cripple gonna do?
Stab him in the heart with a dagger.
And also because when we saw that flash of him doing the match. Do you think
Flash wasn't in this episode?
he could have? That would have cool. It wasn't this. It was like last season, but with Bran and
Flash was in last
yeah.
season.
And he saw the Mad King and all. Do you think he's the one that caused the Mad King to like burn them all? Because it was in that video today of theories.
Mm-hmm.
Of that he goes into him, but they're trying to burn the White Walkers. But he actually goes in the Mad King and does a little something extra like he did to Hodor and makes him go crazy, and that's why he died is because he was trying to have him stop the White Walkers back then.
Like he made him go crazy.
Yeah, that's a big theory. That I like that too.
I think
But
that's
I
nuts.
don't. I feel like it'd be kind of random to go back then now.
Well, yeah. Also,
I feel like that'd have been a better thing last season.
the only so where was Bran at? Just in space, because like he was like 8. When the show started.
he wasn't there when Jon Snow was being born, and he traveled back to then.
Well, yeah, but like
And like went and
but see,
so like they're thinking
that's
like like how he went inside little
so this is
Hodor.
one of those like loop-de things.
Yeah, like he went inside little Hodor and made little Hodor become Hodor. So now
Hodor was not a little.
he goes inside
No,
the Mad King
See,
and
that's
makes
too
the Mad.
much.
But he's trying to be like, oh, burn all the White Walkers with that shit that Cersei burned everybody with. But he accidentally wants to burn everybody in the world instead.
What if he went back and then stopped
To
his
rehab?
mom from getting killed, and then went back and then let Reverse Flash kill him the second time?
Oh my god, no, this isn't. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Game of Thrones Flashpoint.
I mean, it's kind of what it is.
Yeah, that's what I want. Maybe
No,
do a spin-off of only
there's enough
Bran
Flashpoint.
time traveling. That's what I want.
It's
Spin-off.
enough. So I got a question for you though. So Arya found that letter, or that
Yeah.
Raven note from Littlefinger. That Littlefinger.
We paused it and tried to read it, but we're not really good at that. I don't know how people do that online great.
We got the gist of it.
Yeah.
So it's a letter from Sansa,
Yeah. And it's
and
about Joffrey and
I think Ned dying, but I'm not even positive.
yeah.
But the point of the letter is for Arya to see it,
Mm-hmm.
so that Littlefinger can put Arya up against Sansa, which that is already starting.
Yeah. But do you think this will be the trick that he tries to pull that gets him killed?
Yes, absolutely.
I think so,
That's
too.
where I was going with
Okay,
that.
yeah, that's what I think so too.
Because, as we just talked about earlier, she knows when people are lying to her,
Yeah.
and he's always lying.
Oh no, Littlefinger?
Yeah. So, right? How would that work?
Yeah, I feel like that'll be it. Maybe that's even. I don't know. Next episode they showed a lot of White Walkers. Maybe not even then. Maybe that's almost like
You know, it'd be
the
cool
finale of
if
this
she put on
season.
her mom's face, which I don't think is possible because her mom's dead. But put
Wasn't
on her
that how
mom's
they had to
face,
get the
and it was
face?
like, "How you doing?" And then he comes over and then he kills her.
Wouldn't he be very confused?
Yeah, fuck. Who cares? He'd
But
still fall
he'd just
for
want to
it.
fuck her anyways.
Yeah.
Probably true. Yeah. And I think that's gonna be what does him in.
Yeah, me too. I hope he dies next up. I like Littlefinger, but
I like him too, but it'd also be very satisfying to see him die because he's such a slimy fuck.
yeah, but die in a way where he's like, I got you. And
And
then,
then she's like, nope, gotcha, with the little dagger that she
which
got
she's
from.
done to people before.
Because she's got the little dagger. They could be talking. She'd be like,
Yeah.
tooling it around. And
I rewatched last week's episode.
Oh, you did?
When I went to the gym. So, like, that part where he hands him the dagger, and Bran's like, do you know who this belonged to? And he's like, nah, it's, someone rich or whatever. And rewatching it, I was thinking that Bran was like, hey, whose dagger is this? But I felt like Bran was going to tell him who. He goes, oh, do you know who this belonged to? Like, he was going to tell him. And I was like, he's like, nah. And then, like, and there was something else, too, that Bran said. I was just like, it's a little different perspective watching it the second time.
That's interesting.
And maybe I just read into it, but that's
no, I get that, though.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was kind of cool.
Any last things you want to mention before we end Pleeka of Thrones?
I don't know. We miss anything?
We probably missed
John
something.
went to the wall. He's with a fucking band of merry men. Daenerys is sad because her king left.
Tyrion
Cersei's
snuck
a
in
bitch.
and out of King's Landing.
That was weird. Like, is that possible?
I mean, he did it, so yeah.
Cersei's a bitch and pregnant.
I don't buy it.
Think she can have Joffrey
I don't think
Jr.?
she's really pregnant.
You don't think so?
No.
She is kind of old.
She's bullshitting to him. She's gonna die anyway, so we'll probably never know, but... No, that baby's not getting born.
No, that's true. What else happened? Is that it?
I think that's about it, yeah.
Sam left. He's coming.
Oh, Sam left. They teased us,
They teased
Jon
us-
Targaryen.
Yeah. Fuck.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah, you bet.
So, before we actually could... Do you think at this point we're gonna ever find out if Jon Snow's a Targaryen?
I mean, we know he is.
Well, no, but is anybody in the show gonna fucking find out? Because they've teased
I'm starting to
like
wonder.
7 times now. It's like
It's almost like him.
the
Remember when he spoiler? Remember when he died?
yeah.
And
If
then
you're watching this episode and you don't know that Jon Snow died, you could fuck off.
yeah, twice.
Yes.
So that was kind of a good one. So he dies, and then he comes. There's the next episode. We wait the whole fucking year, and then they left him dead for an episode. It's just like they just want to hold it back.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
they're doing
actually
right now.
that's one of the theories in that thing. Not about that, but it's that George R. R. Martin's already finished the books, but he's just holding them. He's just like, yeah, I don't need the money right now, and people are doing a bunch of stuff, so I'll just release them when I want to.
Wow.
Which
What a prick.
I think that's kind of funny if it's true, but it's
Yeah.
also a big dick move.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to see how this goes. He can do a rewrite.
Maybe, yeah. That's actually a good idea. See how the show ends and be like, either I'll do that in a way, obviously different, a little bit different because the books are slightly different,
Yeah.
or I'll be like, oh no, I'll follow the little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's onto.
I'm not reading the books.
Really, you're not gonna? I guess you could just look up how it ends at this point. You'll
Yeah.
know the little differences here and there.
I wasted way too much time reading those books.
I get that.
I mean, they were good, but like, fuck.
a lot. I see a
The
lot of
last one wasn't that good.
like a lot of the Rooster Teeth guys. They listen to it on Audible. I see that being better than reading it.
I don't know if I could drive that far. Fuck.
Just listen to it when you go on hikes. You go on hikes all the fucking time.
I don't like to listen to that I don't know.
Nah. All right, we said we were going to end this like 5 minutes ago. So, all right, Pleakers, thanks for watching Pleekathons this week. We'll be back next week with the second to last episode.
Fuck was that? I'm seeing shit.
Probably that ghost in my room fucking spun my wheel.
Now, when you say spun your wheel.
Okay, shut up. Back next week with the second to last episode of Game of Thrones Season 7. So, see you later, Pleakers.